Warriors World Different Place, Book 3, Training Strand Final. Sonic awoke with a start. Already, he could feel something was off. Room was tidy. Well, he'd super speed it to look tidy whenever Donut Lord came into the room. So Egghead had barged in his window while he was asleep, and he wasn't the type to keep his invasions a secret. The blue hedgehog shuddered, remembering the last attempt, where Dr. What's-His-Face introduced Knuckles, an enemy bent on throwing him through walls. He shook his head, already slumping up out of bed, although he really didn't want to. Opening his door gently, he tiptoed towards his guardian's room. Sonic smirked, snoring as always. Surprisingly, Pretzel Lady committed the act, which made it all the more amusing. Okay. Next place to check on. Stepping down the stairs, he could see that Tails rested on the couch, his trinkets laid out all around the piece of furniture. His long foxy ears gave him away every time. The walls were all nice and stable now, the damage being fixed. But, looking over, Sonic could see the front door wide open. Looks like someone left, and didn't break in on them. Who was missing? Oh, yep, the red Porco, Echidna, who tried to kill him multiple times. Well, he couldn't say he blamed him. Running away from the only home he might have in the near future. That kinda life change is overwhelming. Still, Sonic wouldn't let that Knuckles off that easily. He had a whole list of taunts to cover. Walking over, he shut the door from the outside. Time to run. Sonic Oldball. The hedgehog found him in the local gym. Fitness Hardcore. The red neon sign read, with, get this, a human puffing out his chest to show his abs. Oh, how Sonic wished he had a camera right at that moment. Speeding around for quite some time, he had no idea where Knuckles might be, until the bright lights of the sign caught his attention. Of course, Knuckles loved to punch stuff, for warrior reasons, so he must be in there. Indeed he was, hitting what looks to be a punch press. Bang! The numbers were off the charts. How long had he been at this? Sonic, having no concept of personal space, zoomed over, tapping Knuckles on the shoulder. Well, in hindsight, he probably should have announced his presence, because Knuckles immediately shot out his pointed glove at Sonic's face. Thank all the Donut Lords for his speed. Knuckles, realizing who wanted to bother him, put his gloves low, yet held the boxing position.
Why are you here?
Right to the point?
Sonic thought. Shrugging, he said,
I saw the door open, which is a safety hazard by the way, and decided to figure out what the Winter Soldier was up to without his best staring paw.
Knuckles glared at the correction, and narrowed his eyes even further at the mention of Paul.
I am no friend of yours. If any common sense exists in that brain, you shall leave me be.
He looked down.
It's for the best.
Sonic shook his head. Knuckles might not show it, but the guy had feelings too. Feelings the blue hedgehog refused to hurt. His tribe might have destroyed any chance of peace, at least where Sonic was concerned. Though Knuckles seemed different, more approachable, which doesn't make any sense. Sonic knew, because the guy caused a lot of pain himself, but he had a gut instinct that things could get better if Knuckles stuck around.
Hey, Knuckles, I know change is hard, but you're kind of fun to be around when you're not trying to punch me into oblivion. Besides,
Sonic struck out his hand.
You already apologized like 3 times. Your tribe never did that for me. You did.
Knuckles stepped back, subconsciously putting his gloves up. His expression almost looked like hope, yet guarded still. Sonic intended to fix that.
Why? Sonic the Hedgehog, are you being so nice to me?
Sonic smiled, thinking it was such a silly question, never putting his hand away.
'Cause you're hurting too. Daddy.
Knuckles' eyes got real wide. He shook a little. No one had ever said that to him before. His clan expected the best. Missing a test wasn't a choice. Yes, they did treat him right, giving him enough praise to do better. He failed this time. He can't fail, yet he did. Knuckles didn't believe Sonic was just a hedgehog, not a villain or some ultimate time bomb until it was all over. The damage had already been done. Missed the mark, missed the test. So for this blue hedgehog to care about Knuckles' own well-being, even if he messed up everything, made his chest hurt. He did not realize Sonic had gotten closer.
Are you good? You're shaking pretty hard there.
Then at home, Knuckles simply rested his head on Sonic's own, bending down just a little to fit, closing his eyes. It was Sonic's turn to be shot, but in only a second, he was hugging the red echidna tightly.
You know, I miss them too.
Knuckles tickled his head in confusion, silk buried in Sonic's soft wool's.
Crazy? Hey, even if the tribe wanted to have my head, I'd like the feeling of being important enough to be hunted. I sort of thought once I was big and strong, they would accept me. That didn't happen, but at least I have a family now. Well, a larger one anyway.
Sonic babbled on about an old named Longclaw. Knuckles sighed, tears slowly dripping from his face. Did he ever truly know what a family was? Sonic went silent. Most had felt the wetness on his head and back. Then, he had cried in a long time. Hopefully, the blue hedgehog would just dig her wool. Now he's rubbing his own red furry back. Finding the courage to speak, he whispered. Knuckles hoped Sonic would not hear it. Honestly, he did.
Thank you, I'll stay. If you wish for me to.
Bless his heart, cheered. The two entered the house. Dawn was approaching and too fast. Even for Sonic, they both needed some shut-eye. Knuckles got to the welcome mat and paused, actually looking quite nervous. Sonic rolled his eyes playfully, grabbing his arm. Knuckles let Sonic manhandle him, too tired, mostly from crying, to care. He drew the line at trying to put a blanket on him though. The chair, across from the couch where Tails was still sleeping, was nice and warm. Besides, he was no baby, although he did cry like one. The person Sonic nicknamed Donut Lord sipped at his coffee loudly enough to scare the two.
So where have you boys been in the middle of the night?
Sonic quickly said.
Just training.
Donut Lord put a hand on his chin.
I know what to know. Just give us some lettuce next time, alright?
Sonic twiddled his thumbs.
Can we go to that local gym more frequently?
Donut Lord processed that statement, holding his tongue not to exclaim.
You went where?
He instead asked.
What are we talking about here? Every Wednesday or something?
Sonic jumped in excitement.
Yes!
So maybe Sonic.
The blue hedgehog sped over to Knuckles, pointing dramatically at him.
But Donut Lord, me and Knuckles have a thing now.
Said Red Echidna looked at the Donut Lord and shrugged.
I do like it, they're good practice.
He punched his gloves together. Donut Lord Cade, although he assured them that Maddie, otherwise known as Pretzel Lady, would have to agree as well. Knowing her, she would likely want to go with them. Sonic, practically beaming, all drowsiness gone apparently, sat on the leg of Knuckles' chair. Knuckles tried not to be mad about his personal space bubble being attacked. Sonic whispered in his ear far too closely.
You can teach me all those boxer tricks, right?
Knuckles let his frown pull into a smile.
You can learn from the best, but make no mistake, I know every trick in the book. You want to win this time, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic put his hand back out.
Call me Sonic.
Knuckles, without much hesitation, took the offered appendage of friendship.
Alright, Sonic, I look forward to taking you down in the future.